are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Yeah, let's get set, coach. 57 Mike.
On first down, Locke. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Locke. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Locke over the middle. He finds Eskridge.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throwing now is Locke. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker McCann now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Stafford. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp, and he is going to have a... Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Rams.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Clock now to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darrell Taylor able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
The tackle made by Shelby Harris.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Seahawks 14, Rams 7.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Stafford. That's into a crowd and intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. There goes Green. He's at the 40. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there. Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down is Locke. It's caught, block it. And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Locke now on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Second and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Play action. Stafford. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 45, 45, 45, 45. Here we go, team. Here I come.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Slam, slam, slam.
Here's Locke to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And the half will begin with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Check back 33. Check back 33. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Right, check 33. 33. Hey, watch the line. Hey, check back 33. Check back 33. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Block will try again on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain. As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Locke. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some time.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, second and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's third and goal. McCaffrey. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, but it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Tight as Ringo.
Here's Locke. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Seahawks on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 24 is the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 24 is the mic.
From midfield, here's Locke. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On first down, Locke. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Throwing again is Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Block going to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 of the 6. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling. So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late? Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10 from the gun. Here's Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. 7 yards the pickup there. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for L.A., the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.